Hey guys, Red here with Raid Shadow Legends. I'm going to make a video on my clan boss team that I have. So it is a block damage team for obviously Ultra Nightmare, with using Roshcard the Tower here as the main, the block damage here. It's the only one that I use that's really a necessity. Everything else is just helping out my damage. I use Mausoleum Mage here for a 3-turn block debuffs for the stun. Now I do want to build in this Sepulchre Sentinel instead and use her block debuffs. I've just, I did this before all of the stuff came out with Deadwood Jedi. Now, he has an amazing website if you guys don't know about it. deadwoodjedi.com. He's got a great calculator here. And honestly, if this wasn't here, I would not have gone through the trouble from switching from Mausoleum Mage to Sepulchre Sentinel, just because it's so difficult. It is so difficult to figure the correct speeds out on your own without this calculator. But now that we have the calculator, it's something that I can do, and I can make a second video on that. But really, any cleanse character or block debuffs. The speeds I'm going to be showing you guys only work with block debuffs because he goes directly before the stun. Now, I'd have to figure out, exactly which speed you would need for him to go directly after the stun to cleanse it for everybody. Obviously, he would be just a little bit faster. But if you change one speed on one character, that can drastically change your whole clan boss team. Really quick, let me just show you guys here, whatever champion. So let's say my base speed here is 107, okay? My total speed is 220, okay? Now, calculated speed is 220. Now, what if I have that 220 speed with one speed set? Now I'm actually at 219.84, which does matter. 2 speed sets, 219.68, 3 speed sets. I'm trying to see if I can get it to go over. No, it looks like they're all... Sometimes you'll have, 220 point something. But your amount of speed sets, and if you have Lore of Steel, does matter. Just what's listed as your speed is not your true absolute speed. So let's go over the team. So first off, we have Roshcard the Tower here. Roshcard the Tower I have at 251 speed, and he has 2 speed sets on. Okay, none of my clan boss characters have Lore of Steel. None of them have Lore of Steel, which again is very important. So I have him going 4 turns for every clan boss, 3 turns, and all he does is block the 2 stuns. Okay, he's blocking the 2 stuns for you guys. Total stats, again, you see, I mean, his defense isn't that high. If you don't have, I use Valkyrie shields. If you don't have that, you need his defense to be up higher, or you need somebody else to take the stuns for you. I have Roshcard taking the stuns. So 56k total HP, 251 speed. I don't have him in high crit rate, high crit damage at all. You could go a little bit higher on the accuracy for off affinities for his block buffs to block that attack up that the clan boss has if you want to. I'll just show you the pieces of gear that I have really quick. Pretty much just everything is just speed. It was a little difficult for me to get to that speed. Okay, so defense percentage gloves, defense percentage chest, speed boots, defense ring. I do have a crit damage amulet. I don't need any more defense. He stays alive to the 50 turns with a stun. That's all I need. And then at HP, I would rather have an accuracy banner here, but I need that speed roll there. I couldn't get the speed exactly how I needed it. So, Roshcard the Tower being my first one there. The next most important person in the team here is the Valkyrie. So Valkyrie, I have running at 175 speed. We have 31k hit points, 1500 attack, very very high defense, 6460 defense. That's to make the shields bigger there. 50% crit rate. I'd like to have him at 100%, but I wanted to push the defense out of him. Defense percentage gloves, defense percentage chest, speed boots. And I do have him in lifesteal. Not necessary at all. He does not take any damage at all the entire time, but I have him in lifesteal for other things. Defense here. Okay, next one on the team, we have my Mausoleum Mage, which does the block debuffs. Okay, so we have him running his block debuffs. He also gives the increased defense for Valkyrie shields. I have Mausoleum Mage running at 174 speed, 70k HP, because I do need his heal. I use his heal to help keep my Roshcard alive longer. Okay. So it's attack, HP, shield, HP percentage gauntlets, HP percentage chest, speed boots. I have this for the speed roll. HP and HP. Okay. My next person in here is my Frozen Banshee. This is where all of my damage comes from. Pretty much every single bit of my damage comes from Frozen Banshee. Frozen Banshee I have running at 182 speed. I have 100% crit rate, 122 crit damage, 2240 attack. I would like that to be higher, but it is what it is. And 251 accuracy. Accuracy is very important here. There is, and again, I don't need her in lifesteal either, but I have her in lifesteal. Crit rate gloves, attack chest, speed boots, defense ring. I could put her in an attack ring actually. I might end up doing that. Crit damage and accuracy. Oh, and again, I should have done. Sorry, Valkyrie has one speed set. Mausoleum Mage has none. Frozen Banshee has none. My last character here is Vizier. Vizier I have running at 176 speed. I have 100% crit rate, 172 crit damage. Again, accuracy 252. Accuracy very important on this. He's my debuff extender. I have him all booked out. And this is what he's in for, to extend my poisons. Okay. Now, every single one of my characters has the exact same masteries. This is the mastery tree for every single one. If you look, they're all, every single one, no change. Oh, this one, sorry. He does have, Vizier has a slightly different, because of his triple hitter. He has Giant Slayer instead of War Master. Okay. Now, I guess it's just time to show you guys a battle. Now, you could put Valkyrie in the support tree instead to, which one is it? Yes, this one here. Increase the value of shield buffs this champion cast by 5. But I don't need that. Okay. Okay, guys. So this is my other setup. So, guys, let's go ahead and set up the team here. So I have Roshcard in the lead here. then I have my Frozen Banshee going first. Really, those are the only two important ones. Is that you have Frozen Banshee. You put Frozen Banshee in before Vizier for the counter attack. Okay, so that way Frozen Banshee puts down the debuffs, Vizier extends them. Okay, just make sure, yep, that is all right. Okay. And then again, setup here is pretty easy. So the block damage you put up just right away, and it just, you continuously just use it as it pops up. Okay. Frozen Banshee here, poison sensitivity, hope it lands, and then just extend. Okay. Only debuffs we're gonna have up are poison sensitivity and poisons, nothing else. Okay. Throw up Vizier shield first round, and then Mausoleum just A1, just A1. Okay, and then A1 Frozen Banshee, put more poisons up. You never want to use Frozen Banshee's A2. Vizier A1, just keep using Vizier's A1 to keep the poisons up. Don't use this A2. Do not put up block buffs on voids. Okay, and then here, when you have the 2 and the 3, this is when you use your block debuffs and increase defense. Okay, so, you know, again, he is taking all of the debuffs, all of the stuns. So you get 1 poison resisted on her, that sucks. Just going slow for you guys. Oof. Okay, and then this, I don't use the heal yet. I use another A1 here. And when this block debuffs comes up, use that again. Now you do not want to put it on auto because you don't want any other debuffs placed. You can put it on auto once the debuff bar is full. Okay, so continue manual it until that debuff bar is full. Now you see he still has his increased defense. Okay, so we get a much bigger shield there from that. Again, A1. This is when I use his heal the first time. So I use his heal and it'll just keep it up the whole once you put it on manual. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Alright, so what I do is I'll just do another A1 here. I put it on auto, okay, and I let this auto now, except when it comes to Vizier. I will just use that, just to make sure he continues to use his A1 to extend those debuffs, because you don't want it to fall off. And another debuff go in there. So I just take it off auto, just for Vizier, until I get up to 10 stacks of poison. You could get away with just, you know, right now probably putting on auto, but I don't like risking it. So again, I just took it off auto there. This is all happening pretty quick. I guess I should slow it down a little. I'll use the auto button over here. Okay, so now you put it back on auto. Take it off auto as soon as she goes. Put it back on auto. Yeah, this should be good enough. I'll let it run out here, and we will cut to the end. If you're you know, I really like getting it up to 10 stacks before I let him use his other abilities. Just watch and make sure it doesn't drop off. If you go up to 10 stacks, you don't have to watch. You can switch over to something else. You know, that's it. We'll come in at a probably 37 million. It's very, very, you know, it's always in a very small range because almost all of our damage is coming from this right here, the debuff bar. So I'll see you guys when the boss fight is over. Okay guys, as you see, we're coming up close to 50 turns here, which is when the fight will end. I just wanted to bring up, I'm sure you guys noticed that you only get the counterattack on one of the AoEs, which it could be changed otherwise. The reason why I do that is because I want Valkyrie's shield for the stun, because otherwise Roshcard would die too soon. So I need it to also have the shield for the stun, which is why I can't have counterattack on both of the AoEs. Also, better than Valkyrie in this team would be a Skull Crusher to get the unkillable buff, and then you could have counterattack on both turns. I don't have a Skull Crusher. If you do, I believe Deadwood Jedi has a similar team with Roshcard and Skull Crusher, where he has the team set up. So there you go, 50 turns it ends. Like I said, 37 million. You see Frozen Banshees coming in at 28 million of that. So, you know, we're only getting 9 million from everybody else. I could, like I said, I could push a little bit more out of this team, but it's a 2-key Ultra Nightmare. I don't see any need to change it until I get to the point where I could 1-key it. Although I guess I could push more damage out, help my clan out a little bit to kill it. I just don't want to. You know, use up too much of the void damage, because that way other people can get a chance to attack on void. Now this team works on void, obviously. It does not work on Spirit Affinity whatsoever. On blue affinity, it works just as well. Now you have Valkyrie taking the stun, which is perfectly fine. It works the same way as if Roshkar was taking the stun. Now on red affinity, you would need to change out Frozen Banshee for a different poisoner. I use this guy here, Occult Brawler, and his speed would be exactly the same as you would have your Occult Brawlers. As you would have your Frozen Banshee. So Frozen Banshee, Occult Brawler have to be at the exact same speed, and you can interchange them out. So you can use this team on every affinity except for Spirit. Now, if you have Frozen Banshee, and you're on the red affinity, it'll still work, because, I mean, she will get some weak hits, but all you have to do is get her to place 10 poisons, and Vizier will extend them for you. So honestly, keeping her in works just fine. So I'm going to go ahead and get this posted up, guys. I hope that was all the information that y'all needed. If you guys have any questions, you know, you can just leave a comment. And I would love it if you guys would subscribe, like the videos. Let me know if you guys want to, see more videos from me. I have this set up. Obviously, I have everything going. I have a lot of different videos. I have a lot of different ideas. Just been procrastinating on it. Let me know. Anyway, thanks, guys.